Okay, here we are going to discuss the EC2. What is the meaning of EC2? Elastic
Computing cloud.
compute cloud or computing cloud. So what is this is high scalable,
And high availability.
high scalable computing resources on demand we are getting. What is the meaning of on demand is you no need to provision before itself. Whenever you want, you can provision those
Okay.
high scalable computing resources on demand we can get from AWS cloud. Okay. So what is the first terminology is instance. EC2 instances. So what is the concept of EC2 instances? So what is the concept of the EC2 instances? The EC2 instances stands for like virtual computing environment. So virtual computing environment, or in simple words, we can call as virtual servers from AWS is called as EC2 instances. Say, as we discussed yesterday, we can get Linux or Mac or
Windows.
Windows. So Linux, Mac or Windows operating systems, we are going to get it from EC2. Okay, so then on top of this, we have the AMI. What is the concept of AMI? It's a pre-configured OS images we are getting as AMIs. So these are all the pre-configured OS images we are getting as AMIs, Amazon Mission images. Sometimes that OS images having applications and databases also inbuilt is there. Okay, so now here we have the different type of AMIs like Amazon provided AMIs we have. Or we can create even community wise also we can share the AMIs and marketplace. Some in the marketplace we'll get a lot of commercial AMIs also. In the marketplace we are going to get commercial AMIs also. And finally we can use our own AMIs also we have. That means we can also create our own AMIs. So by default, say assume Ubuntu AMI has been given by AWS, but we have our application has been installed in this. So this we can convert into our own template or our own AMI. What is the advantage is with our application, if you want around 400 instances, you don't need to create 400 times. What we can use is our own AMI we can use. Our own,
AMI we can use.
yeah, so that is the advantage of creating our own AMIs also. Okay, so that is the advantage to create our own AMIs. Okay, so then what is the meaning of marketplace? So in the marketplace, we are going to get the like a commercial kind of AMIs. That means by default, if Amazon provided AMIs or community AMIs, we may no need to pay any money. But if it is marketplace, we should pay the amount even for the AMIs also.
Okay.
So we should pay the amount for the AMIs also. Like this, a lot of other vendors also may keep their own AMIs in the AWS. Okay. So next one is Instance types. AWS provides various types of hardware. So we are going to get the various types of hardware. We are going to get CPU options or memory options or different. I want one CPU or virtual CPU is four CPUs I want, or 16 GB RAM I want, 32 GB RAM I want, or different type of instance families we want. So hardware families are different. Like this, we need to choose. Say, suppose even if you purchase a laptop, you may choose i7 you want, or i5 you want, i3 you want, or maybe like we have AMD. Like this, we can choose different type of hardware types are available. CPU, memory options are available. The billing is also is depend upon the pricing also is depend upon the instance type. Okay, so as a free tier account, as a free tier account, we are getting T2 dot micro. Okay, so T2 dot micro we are getting as a free tier account with one virtual CPU and 1 GB RAM for 750 hours. We can use it at free of cost. So how many hours they're giving at free of cost? Okay, 750 hours per month we can use it as a free tier account. Okay, if T2 micro in some regions, T2 dot micro is not available, they're giving T3 dot micro in those regions. In some regions, T2 dot micro is not available. In that regions, they're giving T3 dot micro as the hardware. Okay. Any doubts on this? So we have the different type of families of hardware we have. Depends upon the client requirements. We need to suggest the best instance type to the clients also. So we need to suggest which is the best instance type to the clients we need to suggest. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have the different type of like maybe T2 family, like general purpose we have, high-end computing we have. Otherwise we can go for like a memory optimize, storage optimize. So like this, we need to choose which type of hardware we want. Okay, based on the client requirements, we need to suggest them the best method or best instance type. Okay, after choosing the instance type, we need to specify the like a key pair also. So key pair for the AWS is not supporting the passwords. Okay, AWS is not supporting password. They're using public and private keys. We need to generate the key, and that key we are going to use it. So we are going to generate a key, and that key we are using. And what is the advantage of using that key is it's more encrypted way than password. It's an encrypted way than password. Okay, so public key is with the instance. private key and both have been paired. So both have been paired. So now here the extension of those is .pem file or .ppk file. So what is the extension of that private key we are getting is either .pem file we are getting or .ppk file we are going to get it. .pem stands for private enhanced mail. Putty private key. So ppk is Putty private key. PEM stands for private enhanced. Those are the mail extensions. Sorry, like file extension formats. Okay, initial days only they used to give the PEM. We used to convert into PPK file, but now directly they're giving PPK format also. Okay, so once we discuss this PEM and P, we have one more option, security groups. So what is the concept of security groups is AWS provides one virtual firewall for every instance. The AWS provides one virtual firewall for every instance. Firewall rules which we have at instance level is called as security groups. So in the security level, we are going to configure the firewall rules. So those rules are called as security groups. Okay, so if it is AWS like Linux instance, we need to open port 22 for SH communication. So if we don't open 22 port number, then we can't connect you to that instance. So here we need to open the port number 3389 for RDP communication. What is the meaning of RDP is like a remote desktop protocol. Say if you are creating a Linux instance, which port number we need to open? For Linux instance, which port number you need to open?
22
22 we need to open. For what purpose?
for SSH communication.
For SH communication. And for Windows?
3389.
Yeah, 3389. That is for RDP. RDP stands for
Remote.
Remote Desktop Protocol. SH is
Shell secured.
a secure socket host.
Shell.
Secure socket host. Okay, say SH communication for Linux instance, RDP for
Windows.
yeah. So here we are going to use like using those tools we are going to communicate.
Okay.
Or maybe secure shell also. Like what is the port number for SH?
22.
22. Okay, so that's we have important 3 port numbers are there. One is FTP. FTP port number, any idea?
No.
21, which is used for file transfer protocol. Okay, then SH and telnet 23. Okay, so I will use telnet also, we'll discuss. Okay, so like this, say I have deployed a website assume, then HTTP port I need to open 80. Otherwise, I have my MySQL is there. So MySQL port number is 3306. Okay, so like these important TCP port numbers we need to remember. Okay, if you have like maybe SQL server is there. What is SQL server port number, default port number? SQL Server default port number is 1433. So these all port numbers we need to open in the firewall rules, and those firewall rules are called as in AWS.
Security groups.
Yeah, security groups. So we'll have the security groups at that firewall level we are going to open. If we don't open those ports, that communication is not going to happen to those servers. Okay, so that communication is not going to happen with the servers. And for the persistency, we need to have EBS volumes. So by default, we are getting 30 GB free space. We are going to get it. So 30 GB of the free space we are going to get. So that is the EBS volume we are going to use. Okay, so what is the purpose of this EBS volumes is if the OS like it's just like a storage kind of thing or hard disk kind of thing. Okay, so we have a general purpose provisioned or magnetic kind of EBS volume types we have. Volume types. So for free tier, they're going to give general purpose or magnetic. So more IOPS will come with the provisioned. So what is the meaning of IOPS? What is the meaning of IOPS? IOPS is input and output per second. Input and output per second is called as IOPS. We are going to use it. So we'll get more IOPS with provisioned. Okay, but why we are not using provisioned while creating us? They're not giving us at the free tier. But for the production servers, better to enable. For the production servers, better to enable like provisioned EBS volume you support because we'll get more IOPS. If you have more IOPS is then more like performance we can get it. But why we are not using provision for free tier is they're not giving it free of cost. So that's the reason for dev and QA environments we can suggest general purpose, but for production servers it's recommended to go for production servers is recommended to go for provisioned EBS volumes. Okay, and there is one more type of instance volume is supported previously, that is instance storage. Say instance storage type is not persistent. That means if you shut down the instance, automatically that instance store would be deleted. But if it is EBS volume, even if the instance is deleted also, we can keep the data is persistent. By default, if we delete the instance, by default with the EBS volume also, the data is deleting, but we can choose the option to store the volumes also. We can choose the storage also, even if your instance has been terminated. Okay, and what is the tags for search and filtering? We are going to use the tags. For search and filtering, we are going to use tags. So what is the advantage of that is? Like similar kind of resources we can search using the tags. Okay, so for similar kind of resources we are going to use tags we are going to use. Then we are going to choose the VPC also. By default we are using default VPC subnets, or we can customize also here. And we are getting one public IP and private IP also. So we are getting a public IP and private IP. So through the VPC we are going to get those like public IP and private IPs also we are getting. Okay, using the public IP we can connect over the internet, and within the VPC for internal communication we are going to use private IPs. For the internal communication we are going to use the private IPs, and by default we are getting default monitoring. If you want, we can go for detailed monitoring also, but AWS will charge the amount for that detailed monitoring. For that AWS like CloudWatch, it's going to monitor for the detailed monitoring also. AWS is going to charge the money from us. Okay, so these are all the options we need to choose. And finally, we have one concept called as user data. What is the advantage of user data is, at the time of launching itself, we can run some commands or scripts using the user data. That means mostly in the Windows or Linux, we have the launch scripts. So those kind of scripts we can run at the time of execution itself. We are going to use it. So those scripts are called as say user data. So those kind of scripts are called as user data. We are going to call it. Okay. So these are all the options we need to choose, and based on that we are going to provision the resources. Any doubts on this? Any doubts?
No, Shrikant.
Okay, so then we'll come to AWS. So now here I'm going to launch an instance. So here we are giving a name, right? This is not actually the host name. Okay, so this is just a tag. So I'll give like maybe my I given my Wipro server 001. Okay, so later we are going to choose which AMI you want, which AMI. So by default in the quick start they have given Amazon Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat. Okay, so these are only not here. Here we have an option, right? What is this? Browse more
AMS.
AMIs. Here you can choose hundreds or thousands of AMIs. We can choose. In the marketplace we are getting almost 9,000 marketplace AMIs, community wise 1,500 AMIs, and the quick start is Amazon provided. Even in community also Amazon provided is there, and we can create our own
AMS.
AMIs. So these are called as my AMIs. Okay, so but as of now we are going to use quick start. So here we have Amazon Linux, we have otherwise like here it's going to choose Mac, Red Hat, and mostly why we are choosing free tier eligible is as our account is free account, we are choosing free tier eligible. That AMI should be eligible for free tier also. And what is this meaning of verified provider? What is this meaning of verified provider is always take the verified provider AMIs only for the security purpose. Okay. Then what is this 64-bit x86? What's the meaning of 64-bit x86? x86 is 64-bit x86 means it's Intel based hardware. ARM means AMD based hardware. Even which one you want also we can choose here.
Sir, community aim is exact meaning.
No. AWS community is free tier kind of thing. Free for AMI they don't charge any money.
Marketplace, it's
Marketplace
totally
are commercial images. Means for
community
AMI also we need to pay the money.
So there will be some of the requirement of 32-bit also, no?
No. As of now, it is mostly 64-bit. OS level, no one using because 64-bit supports both 32-bit also. If your application is 32-bit, 64-bit hardware and 64-bit OS supports 32-bit applications also. Okay, so here now no hardware is coming even with 32. OS you may install is maybe 32-bit is there, application maybe 32-bit is there. Most of the hardwares are coming with 64-bit only. Okay, say here which one you want, we need to choose. Okay, so otherwise, here itself we can choose it. So here itself, these all the quick start AMIs. I'll choose Ubuntu.
What about region? How we can select which region is better?
Yeah, here is there. In which region is like depends upon our business and where the target audience are there. Based on these decisions, we'll take. As of now, we are creating in Ohio. Okay, so in the real time, we need to choose the region where our target audience are there.
Target audience means
Means where that applications is going to be used. So if my target audience is say suppose we have a Telugu website portal, so mostly in India people will watch, otherwise in US people will watch. Like this, from where the audience are going to watch that application. If SBI bank portal is there, most of them why US people may use more. The target audience are from India. Like this, we need to choose. Okay, so as of now here we are going to choose the Ubuntu. And which AMI we want, we need to choose. Here again in Ubuntu, what is the version we are getting? In the Ubuntu again, what is the version we are getting? The 22 point. What is the meaning of 22.04 is a version, and LTS. Any idea what is the meaning of LTSR? LTSR stands for long-term support release. Long-term support release. Mostly in the production, always recommended to use the LTSR versions because the product owner has promised us for longer term they're going to support the longer term they're going to support the applications. Okay, and what is the meaning of SSD is solid state drivers. There's a volume type, and virtualization is they have enabled HVM, and this is the AMI IDs. For 64-bit Intel, we have one AMI ID. For ARM, we have one AMI ID. Okay, so then ENA enabled is that is an elastic network adapter, and they're supporting elastic network adapter also. That capabilities, these all they're displaying us. Okay, so then 64 we have chosen, and what is the instance type? What is the instance type we have chosen? T2 dot micro, but it's not only T2 dot micro. You can choose the various type of hardware. Say T2 dot small, we have T2 dot medium, we have T2 dot large. If I go for T2 dot large, how many CPUs I'm getting? 2 CPUs. Why we are not choosing here T2 dot large is it's a chargeable for us.
Two CPUs means
Virtual CPUs those are.
it's two virtual instance
Yeah, no, virtual CPUs. Here
CPUs.
the hypervisor won't give the physical cores of CPUs for us.
Hmm.
So that what is the CPU for that hardware is virtually shared with multiple virtual machines. So like this, we are getting 2 virtual CPUs. We are not going to get the complete physical resources. Okay, and how much RAM we are getting? 8 GB RAM we are getting. But why we are not choosing is they'll charge. So that's the reason we chosen free tier eligible T2 dot micro. So like this, what are the different type of instance types we have? Just go through. Don't create, but just explore once. Okay. So then we need to choose the key pair. So as of now, we don't have any key pair. So you can use the key pair to securely connect to your instance. So now here I can give any key pair. Say RSA and ED25519, these two are the different encryption algorithms. Most of the people are using RSA encryption algorithm. And I said, right, we have two types of like file formats. We have .pem or .ppk. As of now, initially use .pem format itself. That can be converted into ppk also. And I have created my key pair. Then here I'm going to get the default VPC and default subnet I'm getting, and assigning auto assign public IP also automatically I'm getting, and in the security group I'm allowing which port. Yep. As it is Linux, automatically this option got, and if it is Windows, we'll get RDP port 3389. Then we are configuring the storage. How much we are getting by default? By default, 8 GB is there. So I'm going to increase to 12 GB. But for free tier, we can get around 30 GB of the general purpose GP2, GP3. See, these all through general purpose storage. Provision. Why we are not choosing provision here is they'll again charge the billing. For the production servers, recommended to go for provisioned. As of now, use general purpose. And here still we have some more advanced options. As of now, don't go for that, but just explore. And the number of instances we are creating one, and
So
launch.
if you select two instance,
Yeah, 2 instances would be provisioned.
what about PEM file?
And
Everything
the
same, na?
same file would be assigned.
Same thing. Okay.
So most of the other details are same, like AMI may be same, VPC, all those are same. 2 instances would be created.
So what about if we create that Windows Server license related issues, no Microsoft license?
No, that's AWS will take care. That's included in the pricing.
Okay. But our free tier, it is a trial version only.
A trial version. Otherwise, AWS may purchase some licenses that they are going to give.
If it is a paid version.
Yes. So we can, so there is a concept in the most of the cloud supports, bring your own license kind of model also. That means if you have already Windows license for next 6 months, that you may you may submit to Amazon, then they may reduce the price for us. And Amazon will use that license. For the next 6 months, they may use that license for that. But now in the Windows, that is already included in that.
Trial version, it is only 60 days, sir.
Which one?
Windows, if it, free trial version, we are used only 60 days, na?
No, not like that. Windows, you don't worry about that. AWS is offering us 750 hours, right? That they will take care of it.
So, okay.
Okay, they will have good number of licenses. That's they will be allocated.
In real time, we need to purchase that.
Yeah, we need to purchase it. Yeah, that we need to. No need of purchasing of that.
Automatically
It's included in
Amazon.
that model itself.
Yes. Depends upon the price.
Yeah, for that they'll charge. Say suppose here for the T2 micro also after 750 hours there would be pricing is there.
Yes.
Okay, so here they shown right. If you choose Windows, it's little more. If you choose Microsoft Windows here, yeah, the pricing would be little high. For Windows, they're charging 0.162
Per hour.
USD per hour. Okay, RHEL is even little high because RHEL licenses also like maybe subscriptions, those all little expensive. Because our RHEL support also we are going to get it.
So, no doubt, sir.
Yeah.
If by mistake PEM file is going to delete, then how we can access that?
No, it's mandatory. We need to keep the backup of the PEM file. Regeneration of the PEM file as of now not supported.
Okay. We have compulsory.
Yeah, we need to take a backup of that also.
Same PEM file, we can use multiple instances.
Yeah, within the region.
In the region only. Okay.
Other region, it won't come.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and for Linux and Windows also, we can attach the same PEM key.
Same region. It's same region.
Yeah, within the region. Okay, so now once we launch the instance, this instance is going to provision. And I changed that to Windows, right? If you go to the security group, here it open not SH, it open RDP. And what is here, this anywhere is from anywhere we can open. Or if I open my IP, only from my IP only I have allowed to connect. For others, it's not possible to connect to that instance.
Here is my app means our system, sir.
Yeah, from this my laptop IP address, that is public IP.
Okay.
Only from there we can access, not from
Other systems.
other systems. Otherwise, you can give the custom range of IPs also. So here you can do that, say to whom we need to give it. Okay, so like this, we are going to choose to whom we need to give the. So what is this 0.0.0.0.0/0 is? That is any IPv4 address in the world is represented. And this ::/0 is there, right? This is any IPv6 in the world.
What is the difference of custom and anywhere?
Custom means our own range you can give. Okay, say suppose I want to give only your IP. You shared, you requested one whitelist my IP address. There only your IP I'll give.
Okay.
Then only for you it's open, not for everyone.
So here one or more IPs we can provide, right?
Yeah, we can give.
Okay. So everywhere means it will be not that much secure. This will be secure.
Yeah, only don't give SH or RDP for everyone in the production servers.
So real-time custom, we can use custom.
Yeah, custom and whitelist to the IPs to whom we need to open that.
Okay.
Instead of exposing to everyone.
Okay.
Okay, so as of now, I'm giving for everyone. 0.0 is everyone itself, any IPv4. Then I'm going to launch the instance. It takes 3 to 4 minutes to launch. Even fastly itself, we're going to create it. So now, for every instance, they're going to give an instance ID. And if we go to this instance, here we got an instance ID, public IP, private IP, one DNS, and as of now, the instance state is pending, but it comes to running state. So we can stop it state, shut down, terminated. So like this, the instance can go to different life cycles. Okay, and we choose an T2.micro. As of now, we didn't attach elastic IP, and one VPC attached, subnet has been attached. Then here in the security, we'll see the security groups also. What are the inbound? Inbound as of now, we've opened 3389. Okay, for outbound, all the traffic is open. Okay, so now here itself, we can see the monitoring also. So we are going to get the, yeah, this is the basic monitoring we are going to get. If you want, we can enable detailed monitoring also. But if you enable detailed monitoring, AWS will charge that. Okay, and status checks. Say for the monitoring, we need to check even the status check also. We have two status checks. One is system status check. Second one is instance status check. Okay, so first one is called as 1/2 status check. Second one is called as 2/2 status check. Okay, both need to be like available for us. So that means both should be running for us. If there is any problem with the status check, there is a problem with the system or instance. System status check is host level.
Okay.
That's mostly AWS responsible. Instance is our level.
Our instance.
Our instance level. If it is system status check, we mostly will contact the AWS.
Sir, here monitoring it is a CloudWatch or just normal?
No, this monitoring information got these metrics from CloudWatch only, but even from CloudWatch also we can watch all this. So here just giving the basic, this dashboard is they're exporting.
Sir, you can modify everything like hard disk, RAM after completion of instance.
Yeah, we can expand, we can scale up.
You can add IPs also.
Yes.
Custom IPs, everything. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So we are going to get all these. Okay, so then instance state, to come to the instance state, stop the instance, finally terminate the instance. Just explore all these options once. So whatever we can do, just explore, spend more time, and these all the left side options. And here in the user, we have the account, service quotas, billing. So these all the options. Just explore once. And here we have an option. This is Cloud Shell, means from the browser itself we can use the command line CLIs also. Okay, and these are the notifications, support we can contact. If you have any problem, you don't need to worry. Even for free tier account also, support is there. Okay, but maybe for the enterprise or platinum, they may respond very fastly. For this also, they will support. Within 24 hours, we are going to get the support response also. Okay, so like this, try to provision the instances, and once you create and explore, finally terminate the instance. Even for production servers, we can enable termination protection also, because if I wrongly chosen this instance and terminated, it may affect the business, right? For the production servers, like a termination protection, we can enable.
I didn't understand.
Permanently delete it, sir.
No. This is terminated, but for production servers, if someone wrongly chosen that termination, it affects our business. Hence, for
Okay.
those servers, we can enable termination protection also. If you enable
Okay.
termination protection, and if someone wrongly chosen that instance termination also, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
Get permission, sir. Or
No, the settings we are going to choose.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So try to create a different type of instances. Again, finally clean up those, and means terminate them. Okay.
If it is going to stop, there is no effect now. 70.
No. If you stop also, for billing will come for storage.
For storage purpose. Okay.
A storage billing would be there. Okay. So for CPU and memory, they don't charge, but for storage, they'll charge the money. Okay. Okay, sure. Then I'll stop here. So try to provision multiple resources.